Hi y'all, it's me. I'm in a swap over at my scraproom.ning.com hosted by Yvonne. Hey Yvonne, she's Scrap Bliss here on YouTube. And my partner is Tmika. Hey Tmika, and she's Scrapdaworld here on YouTube. And I was so excited to get this started. I had it done before I even knew who my partner was. So anyway, I wanted to tell you a couple of problems that I ran into before I show you what I made. My TP rolls are made out of some really thick cardboard or whatever. And when you smash them, they crack. So I didn't want to use these because I thought, no, I'm going to have issues. So then I thought, well, what else can I use? So I went and got my paper towel rolls, and luckily I had 3 of them that I could cut down. And the problem I ran into those was when I was painting them, they kind of, when they're painted, they bow a little bit from the wetness of the paint. So I decided to run them back through the Sizzix machine to flatten them out a little bit. When I did that, they all stuck together and I couldn't separate them. So anyway, that was a disaster. So then what I had to do was come up with another plan C. And plan C was that I had some really thin chipboard. So I went ahead and I cut it to the size of a TP roll. And then I made a little rim right here at the edge. So that would be the part that you attach to make the complete, the complete flattened like TP roll look. In a way, it has its benefits because, for one, it didn't come out of a restroom, which some people have issues with. Number 2, it's way, way easier to open it up and paint the inside so that when it's closed, you don't see any of the inside part here. And the other part I liked about doing it this way was that I could actually extend the length of it a little bit, because I think the toilet paper rolls are just a tad bit too short this way, so I was able to extend it another inch, which I really liked about that. Plus it has another benefit that I'll show you down the way as I go along with the one I did for Tmika. So anyhow, that's what I ended up doing. I know it's the cheater method, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So anyway, with that said, I'm going to be showing you right now the one that I did for Tmika. I'm going to switch this out right here because I think you'll see it better with this solid white background. And let me move that over. So here's the mini that I made for Tmika. Whoa, it's slippy. These things are hard to handle. They're so tiny. So anyhow, I had so much fun doing this. It was a lot of fun, really. I'll start over here. So I made a couple of charms, and this one here has the beads there and just some just beads that I've had. And then on this one, it's got a skull and some beads and then a key down at the bottom. And then this is my favorite Stampin' Up! Ribbon, which I've mentioned so many times lately. It seems like I've been using it more than I had thought I would. So anyway, I put some of that there, and then the ring that you see there, I used my alcohol ink, this purple one here, to color it purple. These are the Summit View set if you're interested in getting them. But anyhow, so I did that with the ring because I wanted it to, be purple. And then my paper collections are from last year. I have so much paper, I just need to use it. So I went ahead and pulled it out, which I really liked. I wanted this to have an effect of being a view that you were looking at. So you have the house, and then you have a fence back there, and then you have a witch before the moon. So it kind of gave the appearance of a scenery going on. So what I did was I first I made the banner here, and I used a stamp that I had. Oh, I don't know where I put that little thing. Here it is. This one here. I just stamped those out, and then I stamped alphabets on it and cut them apart to make the banner, and I used embroidery floss for the string that they hang on. And so those are just free-flowing. They're not glued down. And then for the fence down here, I took the Martha Stewart punch, which is I think this one was last year. This one right here. And what I did was right right here, let's see, how can I do that? Right about there is where I cut the fence. And then in order to make it look finished, I just took another thin strip of brown and put it along the bottom to make it kind of finished off a little bit. That's how I did that. The house itself is a Sizzix die, and it's this one here. And I used acetate in the windows and used a yellow Bic marker to color it so it looked like light was coming from the house. There's little stickers inside. And then these are little stickers as well. And I use stickles around the windows. And what else? This beware sign came from a piece of paper that I just cut out. And then what I wanted to do was I wanted to make this look like it was up against a forest. So the tag that goes inside the front pocket is this part here. And I use this tree, which I punched from a punch that I've had like forever. It's a whale of a punch, and it's a tree. So I cut many layers of that out of chipboard and paper to kind of give it some durability. But anyhow, so when you pull the tag out, it looks like there's cemetery behind the house, which I don't know, it's kind of a cute idea, I suppose. So anyway, you go ahead and pull that out, and then you have these were stickers, these two here, and I just popped them up a little bit so that they were dimensional against the cemetery background. And so then that would be the front part there. And then when you turn it over, sorry, to the first page, again, you can see the tree on the back side. And when you pull that out, there's little goblins that are trick-or-treating. And on this tag, I put stickles like stars in the sky, and then I glossy accented some of those creatures there. I don't know if you can tell, but I did. So anyway, that's that. And I kept them pretty simple because I wanted her to have a lot of space for journaling or photographs. And this reads, "There's a scare in the air," and then "boo." And this is just some little gems there, and I used a die cut for that. On the next page here, again, it's just the paper collection, a sticker that I put on chipboard, "Who goes there?" And as you can see, there's a kitten over here, which I use stickles on the collar. And then I cut out this using corner punch and then stickles to highlight the spider web a little bit. So that's a photo mat that she can add more photos to as well. So we had to have tags. That was one of the requirements. Then when you flip the page here, again, it's pretty simple. I have a bat down here, a ghost, and then you can see the kitten from the other side. And then there's a journaling mat there. And I have an embossing folder, which I embossed this with. This reads "What's Brewing?" So I thought this little kettle was appropriate to put there. The next page is this one here, and I love this paper. I think it's so stinging cute. And the stamp I have reads "Rattled Dem Bones," so I just stamped that and cut it out, and then I use some trim here and here just to give it a little bit of interest. And then I didn't want the tag to pull out, so the other benefit, as I was saying, of having made my own tubes, if you will, is that I changed that the orientation of the opening was up top, which I like. So in here, that's where the fence is. As you can see, I punched it with a border punch. And then I used a die cut and some stickles and a stamp, "Too Cute to Spook." And then that little dimensional sticker thingy down there at the bottom, as you can see there. And then the stickles are the night stars in the sky. So again, I really liked being able to make the orientation of this up top, if I can find it, up top. It just gives it a different interest to look at something different. And then on the back side of this one, again, it's plain. There's just the pumpkins and a sticker and a spot for journaling, which again is the Anesti's die cut. This reads "Broom Parking, all others will be towed." And then a nice little witchy poo there. So that's how that one goes. And then on this one, this is where the witch is positioned. I have her actually on a piece of wire, and she's sitting right before the moon. And then on this one, I just added some trim down at the bottom and a sheer orange ribbon. And this one has a skull tag that pulls out, and on it are a couple of frames that I cut out from my Cricut. And I drew some little spiders dangling down, and then some glitter as the stars in the sky in the background. You can see there. And then on the next side, this one just has spider webs, and the paper is so cool. I just wanted to leave it alone and add a couple of spiders. And then again, that tag pulls out, and there's a spot there for journaling, as you can see, or a photo. And then lastly is the page with the moon. And this one I kept the paper plain. I added a glittery bat there and some flat back pearls. Now this page opens up, and there's kind of a townscape, if you will. I have some stickers that I put on chipboard as the houses, and then a couple of bats, and this reads Trick or Treat, and just inked up these shapes that were cut out of Nestabilities. So that was kind of fun. And then the moon pulls out of the pocket, and I used a stamp that I got that says Hocus Pocus, and just some which called stickles again. And the moon is from Martha Stewart last year. She had these transparency thingies, and that's where that came from. And then when you flip that over, there's the back here. I have an embossing folder, so I embossed this and then put the Happy Halloween sticker there. And again, on the back of that tag, there was some more space for photograph. So there you go. That's the mini I made, and I hope you enjoy it. I had so much fun, Tmika. It was a ball making this thing. I'm considering if I should try to make another one or not. I kind of want to move on and get Christmas going now that I've done something Halloween. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good time doing your Halloween projects. Come join us over at my scraproom.ning.com on the 21st of each month. We post our new swaps, so come join us. See y'all there. Bye.